Hi, and welcome to my third story hour video. For this week, our theme is going to be Valentine's Day. Yesterday was National Pizza Day, and it kind of coincides with the theme of our craft for today. And today our two books that are Valentine's themed are Arthur's Valentine and String of Hearts. And then I also have another book called Pizza Pizza, and we may read that at the end if there's enough time. So, without further ado, here is Arthur's Valentine. Someone was sending Arthur Valentines, and Valentine's Day wasn't until Friday. They were all signed, "Your Secret Admirer." It was a real mystery. Who was Arthur's secret admirer? It might be Fern. It could be Buster playing a joke. Or maybe even Francine. She was always teasing Arthur. Arthur hoped it was the new girl, though, Sue Ellen. On Wednesday, Arthur found a new Valentine. Apples, bananas, peaches, a pear. With a face like yours, you're lucky I care. Your secret admirer. P.S. In your lunchbox you'll find a treat. It's just for you and it's extra sweet. With a face like yours. Arthur hoped it might be chocolate, but at lunch he found this note. Candy is sweet, lemons are sour. I'll be watching you this whole lunch hour. Creepy. Arthur looked at Sue Ellen and smiled. Thursday, everyone made Valentine's boxes. Arthur decided to make a special card instead. When everyone mailed their Valentines, Arthur put his card in Sue Ellen's box. Then, when nobody was looking, Arthur hid the Valentines from the secret admirer in his coat pocket. After school, Arthur took off his coat to play soccer, and all the Valentines fell out. Everyone laughed. Buster called him Lover Boy. Hey, Hotlets, shouted Francine. Arthur laughed when everyone sang. Arthur and his girlfriend sitting in a tree. Kissing. First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes Arthur with a baby carriage. Doesn't just take me back a little. The next morning, Arthur said he was sick. You don't want to miss the big Valentine's Day party, do you? Asked his mother. Arthur went to school. Ick! Who sent you this mushy Valentine? Said Sue Ellen. It's signed Arthur, shouted Buster, and everybody laughed. Arthur loves Sue Ellen, everybody sang. Ruh-roh. After school, Arthur wanted to be alone. On the way home, he climbed up into his treehouse. There, he found another Valentine. I love you in London. I love you in Rome. Look in your mailbox when you get home. XOXOXOXOXOXO. Your secret admirer. Oh, gross, Arthur said, and ran into the house. I'll bet you it's DW. I believe this is for you, Arthur, his mother said. It's a love letter, said his sister. Arthur went into his room. There was a movie ticket in the card. My love, tomorrow is the day. We meet in row 3. You sit in seat A, me in seat B. Your secret admirer. On the card, Arthur saw a smudge. He looked at it very closely. Something had been erased. There was an F and an R and an A. Francine. What do you guys think? Think it's Francine? I think we're about to find out. The next day, Arthur had a plan. He ran to the movies so he wouldn't be late. He found row 3. He sat in seat A. Francine smiled at Arthur. So you're the secret admirer, Arthur said. Good guess, Four Eyes. Close your eyes, said Arthur. I want to give you a kiss. Really? Francine said. Close your eyes and count to 10. Okay, Francine said. Arthur, can I open my eyes yet? Francine said. He probably ditched. Arthur? He gave her a Hershey's kiss. Oh, it's cute. Okay, so next book is called String of Hearts. Tomorrow was the class Valentine's Day party. Make a Valentine for everyone, said Sam's teacher, Mrs. Wright. Write something special about each classmate. Sam groaned. What nice thing could he write about Nicole? Nicole said his really cool light-up tennis shoes were dumb-looking. Sam wiggled his toes. He loved those shoes. Sam looked over at Tiffany. Saying something nice about her would be easy. Tiffany always looked pretty in purple. Purple bows, purple boots, purple skirts. Aw, that's a gray kitty. My favorite. My favorite color is purple, too. It's your favorite color. When the class did a project about favorite colors, everyone said there was purples. Purple, even the boys. That's so cute. Look at that kitty. Everyone except Sam's next door neighbor, Mary Ann. She picked chartreuse. And that color right there is chartreuse. It's like a yellowish green color. That's a cute squirrel. Once, Sam noticed Tiffany drop her favorite pencil. When Sam returned it, she called him sweet. Maybe my Valentine will make her notice me again, Sam said hopefully. Hey, Tiff, Winston called. Look at me. Winston flipped himself into a handstand and made a silly face. Tiffany giggled. Then all the girls giggled too. Jeffrey had offered to carry her books. Tiffany said he was sweet. And all the girls awed. Tiffany left school with Winston on one side and Jeffrey on the other. The other girls followed behind. Sam needed to make a really great Valentine. All the way home, he worried. Hey, Sam, wait up, Mary Ann skipped up from behind him. What's bothering you? She asked. I need to make a really good Valentine. Really? Mary Ann smiled. Who for? He whispered. Tiffany. Mary Ann's face fell. But then she said, well, I read a book about making Valentines. I'll show you how. Sam felt better already. Oh, I think Mary Ann likes Sam. On her kitchen table, Marianne spread out construction paper, laced dollies, glue, scissors, ribbons, crayons, and a shoebox full of stickers. She made a red heart by folding a piece of paper in half and cutting a teardrop on the fold. When she unfolded the teardrop, it made a heart. Do you guys know how to do that? Wow, Sam said. He watched her glue the heart on a white card, and she drew an arrow through it with a silver crayon. She wrote in big letters, "Be my Valentine." Sam stuck soccer ball stickers all over a piece of paper. He wrote, "You're a kick." "That's a great Valentine for Nicole," said Marianne. "Nicole was the class soccer player, but Tiffany doesn't play soccer." Sam picked up a new piece of paper and started drawing. Marianne threaded a pink ribbon through the edges of a lace dolly. She pasted a pink heart in its center and wrote M-O-M. She used the letters to begin a line. M, makes me feel special. O, outstanding in every way. M, much love I give you on Valentine's Day. What does M-O-M stand for? Sam held up his drawing. "Be my alien," said the monster. Marianne laughed. "That's a perfect Valentine for Winston. He wants to be an astronaut." Marianne kept to herself that she sort of, wished Tiffany would go to outer space instead. Sam started all over. With her pencil, Marianne pinpricked the outline of a heart in shiny foil paper. She wrote to her big brother, "You taught me how to climb trees and how to shell a peanut. I will always love you, 'cause I will love you always, 'cause you're cool like King Tut." Sam used a poem the boys recited. "Roses are red, violets are blue, your feet are big, and they smell bad too." Sam, smelly feet aren't going to work with Tiffany. A Valentine should say why you like a person. What's special about her? So what does Tiffany like besides purple? Sam thought and thought. He really didn't know much about Tiffany. "Let's stick with the purple then." Marianne looked into the shoebox and found a lot of purple stickers. Sam took a large piece of gold paper. Pasted it to a dolly and a heart on that, and surrounded it with the stickers. It was beautiful. "She'll love it, Sam," said Marianne quietly. "It's the nicest Valentine I've ever seen." At the Valentine's Day party, everyone crowded around Tiffany. Winston gave her a Valentine with a rose taped on it. Jeffrey gave her a big chocolate heart, and all the girls gave her Valentines covered with purple lollipops. Finally, Sam handed Tiffany his Valentine. "Thank you, Sam," said Tiffany. Her arms were so full, Tiffany dropped Sam's Valentine, and she never noticed. Sadly, Sam picked up his Valentine and stuffed it in his coat, but inside his pocket he found something else. It was a Valentine, and it opened up in a string of hearts. Each heart had a line. "I like you because you made me cookies when I had chicken pox. You can make pretend spaceships from a box. You like to fly kites up high, and you never, ever lie." It was signed, Marianne. Sam caught his breath. He hadn't been able to think of a thing to put on Tiffany's card, but suddenly he could think of 100 things to write for Mary Ann. He liked the way she played basketball and Monopoly and read so many books. She carried his school lunch tray when he broke his arm and had talked to him into learning how to swim. Sam ran home and found a piece of red construction paper. He folded it in half and drew hearts all over it. He titled it, "The Book on Mary Ann." Inside he wrote, "I love how you always make me feel better." And then he slipped it into her mailbox. The next morning, Sam and Mary Ann walked to school together. "Thanks for the Valentine, Sam." "You're welcome," he answered. She smiled, and then he turned red. Sam changed the subject. "What is whatchamacallit anyway?" "Chartreuse? I read about it in a book. It's a light green with a little yellow in it." She skipped ahead of him and called back, "Like the color of your eyes." "Hey, Mary Ann," Sam called. "Wait up." The end. Okay, now before we do the book about pizza, which you can check out from our library. It's called A Pizza by William Steig. We're going to do our Valentine's Day crafts. If you pick up a craft packet from the library, there's 2 crafts in it. One is a make-your-own card, and it just has some construction paper and some punched-out hearts with it, and you can get creative with some crayons or markers or stencils or stickers or anything that you have at home, but I provided you with the basics, and this is my card. I made this in advance so that because I don't think we're going to have enough time to do both crafts here. So I'm going to get set up to do the pizza craft. It's gonna look like this when you're all finished, and it says, "You stole a pizza, my heart." So you'll notice when you open your craft packets, you have just a plain paper plate, and then you have a white like pizza shaped triangle that's made out of cardstock. So this is kind of like your backer for the craft, so that it doesn't like just sit on the plate funny. And then you have a bunch of little pepperoni hearts. First, you're going to want to glue your orange piece of construction paper on to your backer. Make sure you go along the edges really good with glue, but not too much. Hopefully you guys have glue sticks at home. Line the edges up. And press it down really good. Then you'll take your yellow, which is your cheese, and you'll glue that on top of the orange, just to the side just a little bit so that you can see some of the orange. You may want to trim your papers just a little bit. I kind of tried to make them slightly off size so that they would be able to contrast each other. But if you want, you are more than welcome to trim off like that edge or something like that, just to make it a little straighter. And then you'll glue down your crust on top of the yellow and the orange. And I intentionally made them not perfectly symmetrical or perfectly straight, because pizza really isn't perfect. Kind of like people. So then, now you have a basic piece of pizza that you'll want to glue all your hearts to. So let's do that next. And you can glue your hearts on in a pattern, or you can glue them on all over the place. It's up to you, to however you want it to look. And make sure you have an adult help you with this craft. If you're a little younger, sometimes glue can get very exciting. And it can get everywhere. Okay, just a couple more pieces of pepperoni. Okay, ta-da, all finished. So now, what you want to do is either take some glue or tape and stick it to the plate, just like this. And next, you'll want to take out a permanent marker, any color, and write on the paper plate next to the pizza in nice big letters, "You stole a pizza, my heart." And now your craft is finished. So I hope that you guys all stop by and pick up crafts at the library. They should all be ready by the time you see this video. Also, I have an announcement about a passive programming table that we're going to have in the library. It's kind of centrally located near the circulation desk, but behind our new fireplace in our new sitting area. So if you go, it's the slanted table that used to have the coloring books on it and all the crayons. Now it's going to have craft packets and activity booklets and other passive programming information. So make sure you stop by there and check out what we have. For Valentine's Day this week, I actually have some booklets. One second. They look like this. There's currently about 10 of them out there printed, and you can take them all home. They have coloring pages and word searches and a bunch of other just activity pages. So if you want, you're welcome to those, as well as the craft packets. So and then we have one more book that we can read really quick. It's called Pizza Pizza. And this is in light of National Pizza Day, which was yesterday, and I hope you all had pizza. I did. Pete's in a bad mood. Just when he's supposed to play ball with the guys, it decides to rain. Pete's father can't help noticing how miserable his son is. He thinks it might cheer Pete up to be made into a pizza. So he sets him down on the table and starts kneading the dough. Oh, look how grumpy he looks. Then stretching it this way and that, and now the dough gets whirled into the air and twirled. Next, some oil is generously applied. It's really just water. Then comes the flour. It's really talcum powder. He looks. And then some tomatoes, really chicken tenders. Or checkers, sorry, checkers. Pete can't help giggling when his mother says she doesn't like tomatoes on her pizza. All right, says Father, no tomatoes, just some cheese. The cheese is really a piece of paper. How about some pepperoni, Petey? Pete can't answer because he's only some dough and some stuff. But that dough gets tickled and laughs like crazy. Pizzas aren't supposed to laugh. Pizza makers aren't supposed to tickle their pizzas. Well, says his father, it's time for this pizza to be put in the oven. Ah, now our pizza is nice and hot. The oven is the couch. That's super cute. Pete's father brings the pizza to the table. Now it's time to slice our pizza, he says. But the pizza ran away, and the pizza maker chases him. Pizza gets captured and hugged, and now the sun has come out. And so the pizza decides to go look for his friends. The end. Okay, I hope you guys have all enjoyed this video and enjoyed the craft along. I know I did. Join us next week for another video. Have a great day. Bye.